By morning, my mind was set. I needed answers, and I knew exactly where to start. Adora had mentioned that Dapo had studied at the University of Lagos. If anyone knew his real identity, it would be someone from his past. So I did something reckless. I went to the university. I walked into the administrative office, pretending to be a relative. I'm looking for information on a former student, Dapo Williams. The woman behind the desk barely glanced at me. You'll need to request that through official channels. Frustrated, I turned to leave. Then I saw a janitor staring at me from the corner of the room. An old man, his eyes sharp despite his frail body. You say you're looking for Dapo Williams? He asked in a hushed voice. I hesitated. Yes. The man glanced around, then motioned for me to follow him outside. We stepped into a quiet corridor, and he lowered his voice. I remember that boy. He wasn't called Dapo Williams back then. My breath caught. What was his real name? The old man sighed. That boy changed names like a chameleon, but the last name I knew him by was Colonel Odateo. Colonel Odateo. It was a name I had never heard before. Do you know where I can find him? I asked. The old man shook his head. I don't know where he is now, but if I were you, I'd stop looking. I frowned. Why? He glanced around nervously. Because the last time someone went digging into his past, they disappeared too. I left the university feeling more confused than ever. Who was Colonel Odateo? And why did it feel like everyone who knew him was either afraid or missing? As I reached my car, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Again. I hesitated, then picked up. A deep male voice spoke this time. You don't listen, do you? My blood turned to ice. Who is this? I demanded. The voice chuckled. That's not important. What's important is that you stop asking about Dapo. I gripped my phone tighter. Or what? A pause. Then the voice whispered, or you'll disappear too. The call ended. I stood frozen, my heart pounding. This was no longer about a cheating boyfriend. No longer about heartbreak. This was something much, much bigger, and I had just walked straight into it. I should have listened. I should have walked away the moment I got that call. But curiosity is a dangerous thing, and fear has never been enough to stop me. That night, I packed a small bag and checked into a hotel under a fake name. I didn't feel safe in my apartment anymore. Someone was watching me. I could feel it. At around midnight, I received a message. I stared at my screen, my heartbeat thudding against my ribs. Then, my phone vibrated again, this time a call. I hesitated, then picked up. I warned you, the deep voice said, but you didn't listen. Then, just before the call ended, I heard something in the background. A sound so faint, I almost missed it. A knock on a door. My door. The line went dead. I shot to my feet, my breath coming in short gasps. They knew where I lived. They had been watching me, and now they were coming. I grabbed my bag and ran, not out through the front, but through the hotel's back exit, blending into the darkness of the night. I didn't know where I was going. I just knew I had to keep moving. I took a taxi to the one place they wouldn't expect me to go, Adora's house. When she opened the door, she looked just as frightened as I felt. Hi, Fioma. I pushed past her, locking the door behind me. We need to talk. She poured me a drink, her hands trembling as she set the glass down. You got a call too, didn't you? I nodded. They told me to stop asking questions. And now they know where I live. Adora let out a shaky breath. I think Dapo, Connell, or whoever he is, wasn't just hiding from us. He was hiding from them. I swallowed hard. Who are they? She shook her head. I don't know, but I think he stole something. Or saw something he wasn't supposed to. I felt my stomach twist, and now we're caught in the middle of it. Silence stretched between us. Then Adora whispered, I got a letter too. My eyes widened. What? She reached into her purse and pulled out a crumpled piece of paper. It was written in the same hurried handwriting as mine. Adora, if you're reading this, I didn't make it out. But listen to me. Stay away from Iphioma. If they know you're working together, you'll both be in danger. I'm sorry for everything. I love you. I stared at the letter, my skin crawling. Dapo had written this, knowing he might not survive. And he was telling Adora to stay away from me, which could only mean one thing. I was already marked. For the next few days, we moved like ghosts, switching locations, staying in cheap motels, using cash instead of our ATM cards. Then, one evening while we were driving through Victoria Island, Adora stiffened in the passenger seat. What is it? I asked. She pointed to the rearview mirror, a white Toyota Corolla. It's been following us since we left the motel, she whispered. I forced myself to stay calm. Are you sure? Turn left, she said. I did. The white car followed. My pulse raced. I turned right, then left again. The car stayed behind us. Adora's voice was tight with panic. They found us. I pressed my foot against the accelerator. If they wanted to catch us, they were going to have to fight for it. The chase lasted for minutes that felt like hours. My hands were sweaty on the steering wheel as I swerved through Lagos traffic, dodging cars, running red lights. Then, just as we were about to lose them, a black SUV appeared out of nowhere. I saw it too late. The impact came like a thunderclap. Glass shattered, metal twisted. The world spun. Then darkness.